All right. Today is Rakim's birthday.
It is. God.
Um, Rakim's one of the greatest MCs of all time, in my personal opinion. My favorite lyricist of all time. Um, Incredible lyricist, and when you think about the era that he was doing it, it's just mind-boggling. I often refer to him as like the Wilt Chamberlain of this shit, where he was just so ahead of the game.
Toughest
Um,
competition. Had the toughest competition ever. He's the greatest MC that had the toughest competition. If he's number one from his era, his competitive list of who's after him is the longest list of competition.
this is true. What are some of your favorite Rakim songs? I know you put together a top five Rakim list.
I need some help from you. You know, we were just pressed for time. We've been getting more pressed for time. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
But but just off the top, Mike, I thought I can't follow the leader, Mike.
Okay.
Like follow the leader for me is where supreme rhyme MCing and style starts. Like I know KRS One and Rakim himself like proceeded with some of their performances, but follow the leader is next level lyrically, unlike anything that we've heard before it in my estimation.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the moment that he made that song, it was clear to me the most lyrical song that had ever been put down on wax and on record. And to
Lyrics
this day,
of Fury.
Mike, and to this day remains one of those records. How far ahead of this
I
time?
think Lyrics of Fury definitely stands to that as well, which was
lyrically, Mike, but he's not. You know, people are bobbing their head to follow the leader too, in a way they're not bobbing their head to Lyrics of Fury. That's why Lyrics of Fury is at the bottom of the list of some of the songs that I may need your help deciding on, but Follow the Leader is definitely in there. Mike, here's another one, Mike. Microphone Fiend.
Yeah, that was another one that came to mind when you said Follow the Leader.
I think that's one of his top 3 quotable songs, Mike. I think that might be the song that MCs borrow from the most, specifically as far as taking bars from him. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream, music orientated. So when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. Yeah, just those bars that I just listed. Yes, how many MCs have taken those bars that I just said and flipped them over the years, Mike? And there's about another 40 bars to go after that. 42, I think.
Bars.
Right. Bars.
Where are you going at number 3?
Eric B is president, Mike, because that is.
I might make that number 1, but I know what your number 1.
I don't have a order to this. I was just naming it, so we can kind of let people decide the order because I didn't even think it was fair to try to give an order to these records because they're all super important. Eric B. as president is definitely his most important record, Mike. I mean, I don't think I need to state that. That just is what it is. I came in the door. I said it before.
That's the most quoted.
Like all this
the way he's rapping on there is crazy.
Mike, I'm telling you, like when the Source came up with the hip hop quotable of the month, they were thinking about the stuff that this guy was saying because it was so quotable for the time. I came in the door. I said it before. I never let the mic make. People were doing the WAP to that shit and saying the words.
Yeah, man. He was like, when he came in there on that second verse, he was like, damn, I just had it at the top of my head. You start quoting that one, I made me forget. I came in the door, I said it before.
No tricks in 86, it's time to build.
Yeah, I don't bug out of chill.
Before that. You're right.
I don't bug out of chill, I just acting ill. No tricks in 86, shit's time to build. Every Big Easy on the cut, no mistakes allowed. Cause to me, MC means move with the crowd. I made it easy to dance to this. Now can you digest what's coming next from the flex of the wrist, making eating up seat. When my man made a mix, if you bleed it, ain't gonna need no band-aid to fix. And he would kept going. Like, I wish I was there when that shit dropped, man. I can't imagine. Like, your mind's got to be blown to hear somebody rapping like that. Like,
I told you when Nas came and took Jay down off his peak, that was the second biggest peak ever. We're talking about the biggest peak ever, right?
He was rapping like that in 1986.
He was rapping like this in 1986.
That's insane.
Literally 10 years ahead of the curve. Literally 10 years ahead of the curve.
I can't hold it back. I'm looking for the line, taking off my coat, clearing my throat.
It might be the most quotable line on the whole song. Mine, taking off my coat, clearing my throat. Like, that. Songs have been made about it.
Yeah, man. It's insane, man.
Mike,
self-esteem make it seem like the thought took years to build. Jeez.
Still say a rhyme after the next one. Prepared, never scared. I'll just bless one. Mike, I'm gonna go with something that's off the off-beaten path, but I'm gonna tell you why it's important.
Know the Ledge.
Nope. That's one of the ones that we're gonna have to argue about for top 5, Mike. I'm putting Mahogany in his top 5 songs because it's the only song that really shows his diversity. This is where he steps out the box and delivers. All the other songs he's in the box delivering. This is the classic record where he's outside of his box and he delivers. And it also is the birth of one of everybody's favorite hip hop records and mine and yours, New York State of Mind. That is where that bar comes from. I said everything's fine, but I'm in a New York state of mind.
That's important.
It's
you
important.
know what? The wild card I'm gonna put in there, and I know he denies it to this day, but "Summertime" by the Fresh Prince.
I'm not doing that with you again. He wrote that record. I'm not doing it with you.
Come on, man. He wrote that song, man. I get it. He probably got paid. Can't say he wrote it, whatever. Come on, man. Has Will Smith ever rapped like that before or after?
Never, not once.
Ever. Just the vocabulary alone, the way he's approaching the song. Rakim wrote that song. This is deeper than just being inspired.
Mike, pre-podcast days, and you know this, about the fact that I felt Rakim wrote that song online one time, myself and a former member of Public Enemy got into a very heated and disrespectful debate, and just about the fact that I was even like I had to disrespect somebody from Public Enemy, and it's just like about the fact that I did that. You remember when I did that? Just about the fact that I did that, Mike. I just promised myself when I woke up the next day. It's like, you want to know? I'm never doing that again. I'm never arguing about the song again. I'm never talking about the song again. I just disrespected somebody from Public Enemy yesterday, and it was like I was trying to like wash it off. And
I mean, listen to shit like, the smell from a girl could spark up nostalgia. Will, really? You know what I'm saying? All the kids playing out fun. Little girls messing around with, little boys messing around with the girls playing double dutch. That's so Rakim, especially around that time. Because
that sounds very In the Ghetto-ish, Mike.
Exactly.
Delivery and flow wise.
Exactly. And this is the thing. If you're inspired by Rakim, why aren't you taking from like Follow the Leader or Paid in Full Rakim?
How about this, Mike? If Rakim didn't wrote that, that's the best Rakim impersonation ever. Nothing that's on Illmatic. Nothing that's on Illmatic is like, taking like that is.
And I clearly believe that "Summertime" is one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. Rakim wrote that song. Here 20. It is, grooves like transform, just a little to break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dancers gotten to be. Monotony? Really? Come on, man. You know what really got me is when he was like, the Summer Madness line. That is straight up from...
Like it's the way that he freaked it into the Summer Madness line. It's the way he was freaking the style.
That's straight from Move the Crowd, man. Like, come on, man. Because I'll never forget the face that Flav made when Rosenberg asked Rakim if he wrote that song. And Rakim said no. And Flav looked at him like, really?
Right. Like I said, Mike, the only reason I disrespected somebody from Public Enemy that day, and that's my bad hip-hop moment in my life, so...
All right, so you're not going to put "Summertime" in. I will. And you have...
I have a collection of another 5 songs I'd like the fans to decide upon.
Okay.
Paid in Full, I Ain't No Joke, Lyrics of Fury, In the Ghetto, and Know the Ledge. But Mike, think about...
Hold on. Spencer Overton says something in the chat. He said Will Smith talks about it in his book. What exactly did Will Smith say in his book about it? Because I didn't read the book.
I didn't. The book came out last year. I should have picked it up. I like Will. I told you, man, I've been messing with Will since he was the Fresh Prince, the rapper.
Will did go in on Brand New Funk. That's what Charles Carter says. Yeah, man, I think that was one of his shining moments as an MC. But
Will MC...
it's just hard. Listen, it's just hard to believe that you make such a perfect record like "Summertime" and you never go back to that approach ever again.
It's a beautiful, beautiful record.
It's a beautiful record. And you know how the industry is. People will be like, yo, we need another summertime. Exactly.
Oh, he's talked about people telling him that. He's talked about that.
Somebody said Nas wrote "Summertime." That was like '92, wasn't
No, Nas wrote Miami, not
it? No, the
Summertime.
thing is though, like I said, what's the album? Not "Don't Sweat the Technique." The one before that,
Let the
"Let the
rhythm hit
Rhythm
him.
Hit 'Em." I love "Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em." No Omega,
No
Ghetto,
Omega,
all of that.
Mike.
But
Yeah.
anyway, like the way he's rapping on that album sounds just like "Summertime."
That's where he found that style because
Yeah.
he's, like you said, Mike, he was older. His voice had changed. But also, too, Mike, he had gotten into more of the rhythm side of things. Like he comes from a jazz family. He got into more of making his voice sound like a melody on record. You know what I'm saying? He was making his voice into an instrument. Like he's like, no, I got the rapping part of it down. I think I'm gonna make my voice into an instrument for the third